opening statement.
All right, another game, another electric crowd from Tiger Nation. That was awesome to hear them get behind our team and be that 10th man out there again. Just appreciate all that they bring, the energy they bring, the positivity they bring. So can't do it without them, and going to continue to find ways to get atmosphere like this at DKS as much as we possibly can, and looking at all options. Today was an unbelievable pitcher's duel for the first five innings. Tip of the cap to McCoy. The first two times through the order, he punched us out 11 times. 18 guys came up to the plate, 11 of them punched out, and he was just getting ahead. It felt like we were in 0-2 counts all the time. But credit to our guys, they stuck with it, and we got into the pen, and then all of a sudden, Cam gets a big RBI double, and then we have an aggressive base running play, keep wheeling around third, and scores on a just to add a run there, and then obviously the three big insurance runs in the ninth, letting JJ swing away, and he capitalizes on that, and then another one and another one. But the story of the game was Ethan Darden. You go bases loaded, nobody out in the first inning, and to strand all the runners and not allow them to score, and then he has to get 5 outs a few innings later because we make a couple of errors. I mean, he just showed just incredible toughness today, and just so proud of him to put us in the position that he put us in to clinch the series. It wouldn't have happened without Ethan Darden today, and then Drew Titsworth finishing it out the way he did. Just a great day of Clemson Tiger pitching.
How does it feel to clinch the series?
We have a saying, happy not satisfied, and that probably applies perfectly here. We're happy about today's game. We're happy to clinch the series, but we're not satisfied. We got one more crack at it tomorrow.
Coach, I can't remember if it was you or Coach Ballinger when Ethan got in that jam in the first inning, but what did you guys say to him to kind of calm him down?
Oh, Ethan's an emotional, fiery guy, as you see, every time he comes off the mound in a big spot. But it's more, he's a junior, he's 21, he's older now, and he has the ability to recenter himself. And that's what toughness is, and at least mental toughness, being able to get back to the middle, so not letting your emotions not getting too high, not getting too low. It was more Jimmy going out there to make sure of that, but he came back in and he said he's fine. And he was just super impressed with how in control Ethan was mentally out there and was able to execute his pitches physically because of that.
Coach, when Cam rounds third, goes for home, is that a play that is coming from the coaching staff? Is that just in the moment that Cam decides, or how does that come about?
We do it all the time with 2 outs. We normally don't do it with 1 out, but the way the catcher came all the way out to field that bunt, or the swinging bunt, it just was an aggressive play, and Coach Schnabel sent him, and Cam didn't break stride, and it's one thing to send him, it's another thing for the base runner has to just maintain like full throttle and just go for it. And Cam had a hell of a slide at the plate and avoided the tag, but it was just a great aggressive play. And in that type of game, in that moment where we were getting carved up a bit from McCoy and had an opportunity to apply pressure there, we had to do it, and so thankfully it worked. But that was an awesome play at the time.
Coach, can you talk about the potential double play, ball falls out of the glove, just kind of a reviewable play?
Yeah, not a reviewable play, and we want to go in with 2 hands and secure the ball, and JP was making a good aggressive play, and and the runner knocked the ball loose, and that's totally fair. Like that's if you throw an elbow at it or you try to knock it loose, that can't happen. But if it's just he's running by, and as you tag him, the ball comes out, that's fair game, and that's what happened, and at least that's what they saw.
Huge hit by Gerald there in the ninth, kind of opened the floodgates for you. It was off to a slow start this season, but you can tell even last night he hit the ball hard a couple times on some outs.
Yeah, he's a veteran hitter now. He's a really good hitter. He's got obviously great power, but he's just a good hitter. He's finding ways to produce in those spots where it's not just about the home run, but first and second, nobody out, 9th inning, 1-run game. Where maybe the first 2 years that was an automatic bunt for him, and now he's getting the freedom to swing away because we trust him, and we felt like he he could deliver in a big spot, and he did exactly that and started that big inning. Or the big inning was started with a leadoff single by Gaffney and a walk by Priest, but instead of just playing for a run, letting JJ swing there and him capitalizing on it, that's huge in that moment. This crowd, this environment, the stakes, for him to deliver like that was big time.
You guys are kind of dominating this series right now. I know there's a lot of baseball and just bigger things down the road, but just personally, to have the upper hand on the big rivals going for you right now, how does that feel to you?
Well, it didn't feel too dominant the first time, 2 times through the order today. It felt like we were getting dominated, actually. But it's just that's the beauty of this series. You can throw stats out, you can throw, metrics out. I mean, it's just it's 2 good teams going at it and competing as hard as they can. And when you got all the other extra stuff, outside the white lines, that really adds a different element to it. So we're very fortunate to be up 2-0 on this series, because just look at how close last night was to being tied up with the ball that what's his name? No, not Patriot. Kofer. Yeah, Kofer hit it, and I thought that that when Dom caught that right against the fence. I mean, that was almost a 2-run homer, and then Petrie's ball right after that just missed it. So, the margin is small with these games, and especially when you make a few errors like we did today, which is uncharacteristic of us. But have your starting pitcher pitch out of those jams the way he did in the first inning, and then getting 5 outs after we made a couple errors. I mean, it hasn't felt like it's been dominant. It's felt like it's been nail biters and cutthroat, and where the game could go either way with one swing, one pitch, one play. So again, we're happy that we're up 2-0, but not satisfied with one more game tomorrow.
Time for one more, Coach.
You got to feel good going into tomorrow that you kind of got a lot of your arms available since you only switched pitches.
Yeah, that is a luxury item, and got Lagurnik to start tomorrow, but not having to throw Reed Garris today, and Malstad coming back on. Plus we got Dvorsky, Joe Allen, other guys who've been in some high leverage spots. So that does feels like we've got a full bullpen, so we'll use that to our favor if needed. But it's going to be the toughest environment tomorrow. It'll be the biggest challenge of the weekend tomorrow, because we're truly at their place. We're on the road. It's going to be a hostile crowd, a great crowd, but a hostile crowd. So we're going to have to really play even better tomorrow than we have these last 2 days.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks.